Island's leading lawmakers have agreed with Governor Dan McKee's proposal to spend just a fraction of the American Rescue Plan funding. It comes after mounting pressure by some lawmakers and advocates to take action on allocating the funds, which were passed by Congress 9 months ago. 12 News reporter Anita Buffoni joins us now live from outside the State House with the breakdown. Anita?
Well, Shannon, that's right. Just 10% of the $1.1 billion has been set aside by the governor, which was that his plan was originally proposed in October. And now that legislative leaders agreed to this plan with some changes, it will go before finance committees for a vote next week.
Rhode Island laying out its plan to spend $113 million of the state's $1.1 billion in American Rescue Plan funding.
We know that's a down payment. That's a start.
Governor Dan McKee's plan, agreed upon by both House and Senate leaders, includes $38.5 million for children, family, and social supports, $32 million for small businesses impacted by the pandemic, $13 million for tourism and hospitality industries, and $29.5 million for affordable housing. Industries have been waiting for this needed relief, including restaurants.
Our thing is now is we don't want to wait another 30-60 days to see these funds rolled out. We'd like to see the process begin immediately.
Critics of the governor say this plan is long overdue. Senator Cynthia Mendez is among more than a dozen others sleeping outside the State House to protest what they describe as an inadequate response to the homelessness crisis in Rhode Island.
The audacity to come out today with something they should have done a long time ago. It's cruel.
State leaders downplayed the notion it took long for them to come up with a plan.
Some of these challenges have been inherited by my administration, and we're at it, and we're working at it.
Now, the remaining 90% of those ARPA funds will be debated in the 2022 legislative session, which begins next month. Reporting live in Providence, I'm Anita Buffoni, 12 News.
Tonight, we have a better idea of how the governor and lawmakers are planning to spend a sliver of the money Rhode Island is set to receive through the American Rescue Plan. 12 News reporter Anita Buffoni joins us live outside the State House to tell us about today's announcement, which advocates say should have happened a lot sooner. Anita?
That's right, Shannon. Today's announcement details just 10% of the state's $1.1 billion that was earmarked for it by Congress 9 months ago. Now, the approval needs the full approval by the House and Senate that it will be going before the finance committees next week.
Rhode Islanders finally getting a look as to how the state plans on spending millions in federal funding.
I think that we've got it right, and it takes time sometimes to get it right.
Governor Dan McKee's plan, agreed upon by both House and Senate leaders, includes $38.5 million for children, family, and social supports, $32 million for small businesses impacted by the pandemic, $13 million for tourism and hospitality industries, and $29.5 million for affordable housing. Some lawmakers say how the state planned on rolling out the funds is a long time coming.
It is way too little, way too late.
Senator Cynthia Mendez is part of a group sleeping outside the State House, sending a message to state leaders that more needs to be done to address homelessness.
The audacity to come out today with something they should have done a long time ago. It's cruel.
It hasn't taken long. We've had a $100 million request. We did it in less than 60 days. This is public money. This is a process. You don't just back up to the State House and we hand the money out to you.
Just $113 million have been allocated. The rest will be debated next legislative session.
Now, the state also plans on investing $3 million of leftover CARES Act funding to early intervention services. Live in Providence, I'm Anita Buffoni, 12 News.